Hey everyone, this is Nitro. In this video, I'm going to be doing the first 9 trials of my timeless trials for the week. So that's going to be the 5 SSS level trials and then the first 4 SSSS trials. Let's begin. First one, everyone can use guard. Which actually isn't a problem as long as you position your tank character correctly. So for example, if I bring Lead in here, I have to basically just teleport him forward to use him. And maybe I'll just switch him over to Zealots. That's probably for the best. Other than that, maybe a teleporter, for example, like Iris perhaps. So, and then finally, a faction buff for Ledin. So something like Matthew or Elwyn would do, and we'd be good to go. So maybe I'll make it Matthew, and finally just another character to do some damage output or debuff or something like that. Well, if I do, then the vampire is going to attack me. The vampire bat is going to attack this guy, so I probably won't. So instead, what to do with the last character? Luna, right? The faction buff for Tierras to provide extra healing would be good. So let's just do something like this and begin. Put on danger zone. And I'm going to start by having Luna just win God Realm here and faction buff. And that way Tierras can attack Blessing Luna and Healing Light Ledin. And I'll just teleport Ledin forward. Like so. And I'm actually gonna go as far as charging him up. And I'm gonna use Righteous Duel. Perfect. And finally, let's have Matthew run down and activates Scions of Light. So with this, all of these enemies should attack Ledin and kill themselves. Looks like it. So I could use Zealots because my Holy Training Ground is basically fully leveled. That's not the case for everyone, so you may have to use a different soldier. But I think the main thing is to not use Phalanx. Not against all those infantry enemies. Alright, battle number 2. Mobility +2 and immune to mobility reduction effects. So this one does have a bunch of ranged healers, which is annoying. Guess I'll just bring Ledin, or sorry, Landius instead. Landius, Tierras is good. Probably Luna in the north. And then in the south, damage dealers like Lena and perhaps Rachel. Lena can certainly kill one. Yeah. Let me just place Rachel in the north here and Luna in the south. Alright, looks good. Let's begin. So I'm going to probably start with Langrisser running forward and activating resplitting legends. And why don't I have Tiaris run up and just attack Blessing Rachel? Just in case. Make sure she can absolutely one-shot. That first cuttlefish. Next is to have Luna move up, Wind God Realm, move further, and faction buff. And then Lana can single target strike the other cuttlefish. Should probably change up Lana's skills so she has an actual attack skill. Single target attack skill, that is. But for now, it's okay. So to start, get them levitating, and then have Lana smack a vampire back. Can have Landy a single target. Followed by Luna single target. Followed by, I guess, Miracle here. And next turn, the last two will die. Oh, wow. Well, I guess without the attack blessing, my Rachel really doesn't hit that hard as a 5-star hero rather than 6 stars. Nonetheless, got the kill with a follow-up attack. So, moving on. SSS Trial 3, range attack damage reduced by half. This is kind of awkward. Okay. First, I'm going to switch Lana to bring Freeze Strike and Elemental Destruction. Right. Can have Rachel. Probably bring Dark Reaper instead. And maybe single target lightning like this. Alright, we're good. Let's begin. Actually, probably gonna just start with a faction buff here. Not even gonna use Wind God Realm. And that way, Lana can move forward and just Elemental Destruction the Stone Colossus. Why don't I have Langrisser run south here? And then Rachel can Lightning Strike. And finally, let's have Tiaris attack Blessing Rachel. as long as she doesn't activate Breeze like that, which she did. Alright, so it turned into a trade. Actually, if people don't have a well-built Lena in that situation, it might be she gets one-shotted and act again would kill off Luna, but whatever. In my case, it's okay. So. Why don't I mirror? Actually, I'm just going to range attack and kill the gargoyle, and have Langrisser melee attack the Heartbeat Queen. And then Luna is going to Wingard Realm next to the catapult, attack it, and destroy it, and move back. And there's just the Assassin General, which... Goodbye. Trial 4. Mobility +2 once again, and immune to mobility reduction effects. Are they all melee? They are all melee. So rather than Langrisser, we swap over to Lennon. Right. And as long as I can really gospel Lennon, even if he doesn't bring a faction buff, it should be okay. Although bringing a faction buff is probably more advantageous, so let's just swap to it. And switch them to Phalanx soldiers now instead of the zealots. Then we're good. Okay, here we go. So I want to get hit by as many of these enemies as possible. So maybe placing myself right here is for the best. Runic Void. Guess I'll Miracle. But first, actually, let's Fashion Buff. And have Lena single target down something. Might have to be the Steelwing Warriors because they have a 2 range attack with Spear Throw. So, yep. 3 range elemental destruction attack on the Steelwing Vanguard. And finally, we miracle up everyone. Would have been better if I had Gospel on Rachel rather than Runic Void, I think. Right now, Ledin is missing a defense increasing effect, which would have increased his attack value, of course. As it is, I think the only one he has is the Yggdrasil Reef effect. Well, regardless, he is killing off everything, so works for me. Battle number 5. SSS Final Trial, when you have an ally within 2 blocks, all attack and defense stats increase by 20%. Affects both you and your enemy. Okay, so the enemy is in the center here. Which means what? Well, for these kind of fights, I like to use a silencing team. So it's just figuring out how to position the characters. And so that also means Langrisser because there's a bunch of ranged enemies here. So Bozo runs over, right, launches an AoE. Listel can be here to launch out an AoE. Right, Langrisser moves up to protect. If I place Langrisser here, Listel can move here. Right, Tiaras can move here. And the last character should be whom? Maybe Lena. Let's just try it. Yeah, Lena's fine where she is, I suppose. And I'll give her Black Hole rather than Heaven Sanction. For another... Well, if she moves here, she launches an AoE here. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it's better to be a Black Hole, I think. Or... what if I bring... Liana? Nope. Wait. Swap positions? Yes, then I can bring Liana. Alright. This is perfect. So it took a little bit of thinking, but I can now have Liana with her act again. And she can also bring Gospel. I don't think I'll need it though. So Reaper's Touch. Right? To start, and then maybe a Mind Bore to heal reversal everyone. Yeah. Let's begin. No Blood Dance. But I don't think I'll need it. So let's start with Reaper's Touch on Juggler to start the heal reversal process. Then I'm going to have Bozo ends up here. So Langrisser should be placed right here. Liana is going to act again. Listel. And then Listel can run over here and Mind Bore. Bozo can now run over. And I guess I don't hit everyone, but I hit at least 3 of them, I suppose. And finally, why don't I have Tiaras range attack Juggler to do even more damage to all these enemies. Whoever gets silenced basically will kill themselves attacking me now. Tranquility. To start things off. Let's see.
Huh?
I'm thinking I should attack Blessing here. And maybe just Gospel of Landius. Right. Single target strike.
Huh?
And then... yeah, let's just finish off the old Layla. One at a time, I suppose. Now there's just TRS. Should be a pretty easy finish at this point then. One attack.
Huh?
Two attacks. And then Landius for the finish. Works pretty well. SSSS Trial 1. Magic damage reduced by 50%. Well, so rely on Landius counterattacks to kill everything? Yeah, there's enough ranged enemies for it. So let's bring back Luna. And since magic damage is reduced by half, I'm going to want physical attackers instead. So for example, Deedlit to kill off these... oh wait, no, Deedlit is magic damage. I don't actually have an infantry with a single target strike, right? And magic damage doesn't do much. Awkward. This is a battle where you actually want physical attackers. Like an infantry Elwyn in particular would be great to crush these infantryons. But since I don't have it, I guess I will have to rely on magic. Like fixed damage style magic, I guess. Nope, that won't really work either. Okay, let's take a look at what kind of infantry characters I actually have. Deedlit, which is magic. Reen, which is... Bernhard? Leonhard. But these guys have such high defense anyways. This sucks. This really, really sucks. These two are going to be a tough kill for me. But wait, no, I have Luna. Luna should do fine. She has an insane attack. So if I have these three, I should be able to crush them anyways. Yeah, let's just rely on that. So maybe I'll bring Leanna for Act Again. And then... I don't think there's anyone else I need. Rachel, I suppose. And the only reason for Rachel is for the fixed damage strikes. I don't know. Yeah, let's not think too deeply about this. I'm already taking a very long time to figure this team out. So we'll give this a shot. What's the worst that can happen?
Minna, もっと頑張れ。俺に力を貸してくれ。
準備完了。そうだ。準備完了。一 一人も逃しません。消えなさい。そうだ。
It's not attack blessing yet. Wait, with attack, actually, I just realized. With attack blessing, I could let my characters do my magic damage do 80% anyways. So it's actually not as bad as I thought. Especially if I brought, let's say, Lana with Free Strike, right? That's hindsight. Whatever.
みんなもっと頑張れ。言うだけ無駄だ。これを食らえ。
準備完了。覚悟しなさい。行動スタート。
Oh. Well. Could not one shot.
はい。ご命令を。人、思考、そして。準備はできてるわ。準備はできてるわ。もう私の番。
I'll start with a miracle here.
できた。
Alright. It's looking pretty good.
そうだ。みんなの足手まといにはならないわ。行動スタート。
I'm going to attack blessing Luna
できた。
to make sure she
準備
can
完了。
smash this ancient Treants.
戦いはまだ終わっていない。油断するな。
はい。みんなの足手まといにはならないわ。試してみる？
Whatever. Let's move it forward here.
はい。
And maybe I'll act again.
思考、
Luna?
そして行動スタート。
Let's see, if I move over here, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and I can move down 1 into Langis's guard range. Plunder strike, but since I activated her twice, she doesn't have any real buffs. Damage. Oh boy.
みんな、はい。そうだ。はい。準備はできてるわ。
Down goes 1.
そうだ。はい。
Down goes 2.
みんなもっと頑張れ。
And turn.
行動スタート。
Luna doesn't attack on the catapult, but with the new rules, the catapults still maintain 3 range even if all those catapults are actually killed. So actually wasn't. I won't get to kill the catapult this turn. So let's just aggressively finish off these enemies.
みんなの足手まといにはならないわ。 動スタート
There we are. Another trial complete. SSSS Trial 2. When you attack a target with hit points higher than yours, damage will decrease by 80%. So as long as they have less hit points than you, you're good. Which may not be as simple as it sounds. Looking at it now. But we'll see. Let's swap this to Heaven Sanction. And I think we have the party I want. Rachel moves down. Right. Luna is going to move here. God Realm and Faction Buff. Landius runs across. Faction Buff. Lana runs down for now. And let's place TRS here with a miracle. So, even if they don't attack me, I'm okay with that because my main priority right now is to just get everyone in position to start ripping up these enemies. Oh, interesting. Fireball. I always thought Necromancers used their other skills first. Time law activation. I do no real damage. So now, Runic Void to start. Next, let's get rid of the Necromancer. That is more likely to AoE me. After that is to start using single targets. Oh boy. Oh, Unicorn died anyways. Thought I had too much defense, too much magic defense, but elemental destruction is just that powerful, I suppose. Ignoring the magic defense, 30% of it. Come. Oh, not enough damage to kill. That means the healer on the right side is actually going to heal up those enemies. Whenever I see something like this happens, it makes me think that I really need to build up Rachel to 6 stars. Everything is surviving with just a tiny bit of hit points. 499 for example. Well, if you can't change it, just deal with it. There we go. Single target strikes to wipe out all those weakened enemies. And we're on SSSS Trial 3. Enemy is immune to all debuffs. A little bit annoying, because it does mean my Rachel is far less useful. And they have a bunch of ranged enemies too. At least 3 of them. And these steel wings usually attack at range with spear throw too. Oh, whatever. Let's just bring her anyways. Who cares? What if I just Wind God Realm here? And we have Luna just enter here. Then I need to figure out where everyone goes. So, for example, I can have Lena, Elemental Destruction, the Skeleton Master. Oh, man. So, faction buff from Langrisser. Sure, I can. I mean, I can launch at this AoE, but I only have 2 enemies, so it's not really worth it. So I'm better off single target striking with Rachel as well. And finally, let's just miracle up everyone here. First enemy to attack. I'll get healed though. What? Wow, okay. Actually chose to kill off my Luna instead of targeting my Langrisser. Unexpected. Which is actually frustrating because I'll slow down my clear now. So let's try Elemental Destruction yet again then. I don't actually need to kill the enemies as long as they get weakened enough for Langrisser's counter strike to kill them. As long as they wipe out the troops, when they attack, they'll die. Probably attack blessing Rachel a bit to let her have an easier time. Good, good, good. So now, well, you know what? Why don't I just have infection here? And I think Langrisser has to wipe out the Holy General. It has too much magic defense. Which then means Rachel, Clearing Light. There you go. And the last enemy, the Necromancer, suicides itself as well. And then we're on the very final battle of this video, SSSS Trial 4. Same time law, mobility +2, and everyone is immune to mobility reduction effects. Which means as long as I hang around here, they'll all probably kill themselves. So let's just end my turn. Right. Get characters into formation, which is just around Langrisser.
ターゲット
そうだ。できた。
There we are. So none of these enemies are capable of killing me, it looks like. Just take a bunch of damage. Oh wait, I just got cannot be healed applied onto me, didn't I? So actually, I may actually lose Landius. Or I will lose Landius, not me. He just died twice because he couldn't heal up. Oh, that's annoying. Fine, let's just go back and give Rachel a gospel skill. All because the Hellfire Archers applied cannot be healed. So if I have gospel, right, then I'm immune to that. And that changes things up completely. So once again, same actions.
準備完了一人も
Or
逃しませ
maybe
ん
this time I'll just
消えなさい行動スタート覚悟しなさ
win
い
God Realm before faction buffing.
もう私
ターゲットは
みんなの足手まといにはならないわ。試してみる？いいわよ。
There's now the gospel. And here is the miracle.
まだ終わらないよ。
So exact same thing except Rachel actually does something this time around. Cast gospel. And now all these enemies can attack me, and as long as I heal between combat, I'm not going to die. None of them are dying. At least not to my Landius. 1448 attack is not enough, clearly. Especially not with raw cavalry that are very defensively oriented soldiers, since they don't really get an attack increase.
もう私の
Okay.
番？
戦いはまだ終わっていない。言うだけ無駄だ。
Peace of mind to increase my flexibility a little.
そうだ。
Why don't I just attack Blessing, Luna?
できた。
So she can wipe
行
things
動
out,
スタート
which is probably the Zealot. And
準備はできてるわ。
what if I just launch out Runic Void first? And then Heaven Sanction.
勝負どころ
Since
です
they're all going to attack me anyways at this point, for the healer, they should all die when they attack. here we go. One last enemy to kill, and that will be it for this video. Alright. Roughly 45 minutes for 9 battles, 5 minutes a battle. Okay, so that is it for now. Thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you found this video useful to you. And on that note, Nitro out.